Welcome to the Broadway show. I'm Tamsin Fidel.
And I'm Paul Wontorek.
So the 2026 Tony Awards are here, and we're talking first-time nominees, which is always exciting.
Yeah, every year we gather an amazing group of first-time nominees, and this year they're all in the same category, Best Leading Actress in a Musical, an incredible group of women.
Yeah, we brought them here to the Grand Salon at the Waldorf Astoria Residences, New York, which is an incredible place, right? So, of course, there's a hotel, and people live here.
Yeah, Cole Porter lived here for 30 years and composed all of his hits on a Steinway piano that you can still see in the lobby. And not just that, Tamsin, in 1947, the very first Tony Awards ever happened here in the ballroom.
Now, here's my interview with Tony nominee Caissie Levy for Ragtime. So you got the nomination, and then do you just go into full gear of you just keep going and don't stop until the Tonys?
Yes, and I mean, you sort of do that in the spring season regardless, when you're doing 8 shows a week and when you're momming, and it was already fast and furious, but it definitely kicks into high gear during Tony season.
You've been on this real journey.
Yeah.
How does it feel with the show right now? How does it feel with, who you are and what you've brought to that role?
The role is so wonderful. It's so deep and complicated and exciting to play every night, so that alone is a gift, just getting to play this part in this show at this moment in time, because we really feel the audience craving this story right now, which just as an actor gives you immense gratitude and satisfaction every night. But then to be recognized with this Tony nomination just for me feels like the biggest wraparound hug I could get from the community that I've put 20 years into, and to finally be in the club and to get this kind of recognition. I knew it would mean so much to me, but I didn't realize how much it would mean. That's been the biggest gift, is I'm at a point in my career where I can really appreciate how special it is. It's not passing me by. It doesn't feel like a whirlwind. I'm able to have conversations with people that I've known for so long and say, wow, I feel so grateful to be where I am.
It's different than maybe it would have been 10 years ago.
I think so.
It's nice to be able to be there for it too and not go, oh gosh, I wish I'd enjoyed that moment.
I really am. And it doesn't mean it's not difficult some days or you're not tired, but that's part of what we do in theater. We're the people that show up every day and do 8 shows a week. So we know what that hard looks like. Anything beyond that is meant to be met with joy and gratitude.
I know that this show at this time and where we are right now, what do you hear from audiences? What do you think? What moves them in a different direction at the end of that few hours?
It's interesting with Ragtime because I think people come in with maybe one of the storylines speaking to them more than the other two, and they leave changed and maybe investigating how the other storylines might affect them, and that's the beauty of the writing. Is so beautiful in that way that it draws you in. And I think people are craving this kind of theater right now because we feel sometimes lost, sometimes hopeless in this country right now and in the world. And I think that's when art matters the most, right? Is to show us, give us a little window to process all the things we're feeling in life, get into a theater with a bunch of strangers, feel our feelings next to each other, and leave with our hearts opened. And that's why Ragtime is hitting people so hard right now. I think people really need it.
Now, your role in Ragtime and your role as mom, you balance a lot.
Yes, I mean, any parent in this business, any parent anywhere, and then any parent in this business knows how hard that struggle is, that balancing act. My kids got into bed with me yesterday morning, actually, for a morning snuggle, which was delicious. And it was all going great. And then my daughter said, Mommy, I don't like that your job is special. I want you to be home every night to tuck me in. And then my son said, but I love that your job is special because I want you to follow your dreams. And it was just the most adorable and sad and happy moment, because that's what it is right now. Having young kids who only sort of understand why you're not there every night and who get to grow up backstage and around theater people. So what a gift. Yeah. They have all these aunties and uncles, and the experiences they get because of that are unbelievable. But I'm also not there to pick them up at the bus stop or make them dinner or tuck them in at night, and that's hard for all of us. And so it's the constant balancing act. As a mother myself and playing this role, I've been doing a lot of mothering of myself and reminding myself, there are seasons for things, and it will change and grow and ebb and flow, and you have to lean in and just kind of go for it.
Thanks so much again to the Waldorf Astoria Residences, New York, for having us during this exciting Tony time.